There are things out there waiting for you. Maybe leave well enough alone. Let's see. This is Biomutant, residents of Gil. Happy to finally get to meet you. He's seen a lot of things wash up on his miniature shore, but nothing as exciting as you.
Must face with which west?
Figures it's impossible. As bad as the air might be, the goo is even worse.
Must face with which western Hannibal.
It must have been upstream only to get to this point in your histo-future. But which way are you going now? With the flow or against?
I don't know what for Serba.
It's crazy hard to flipper against the surf, but you can't save the world if you let it sweep you away. Either way, it's a shame the surf has gotten so nasty. Thinks life is like trying to ride a wave. You need to pick the right one, but you don't really know which one that is until you're on top of it. Better to ride a wave than let the perfect one pass you by. Seems to him that there's always another wave coming along. Can't imagine how wonderful it's going to be to surf on gooless goo. The world is going to live. Can't thank you enough for fighting against the goo. Happy you ride alongside the myriad. They bring a real shine to everything they work with. Says they shine so bright. They glitter on the waves.
Ira to worry.
But none of that's nearly as important as enjoying the day, right?
Western Hannibal.
He never drank from this pond because of the disgusting things done there.
Ira.
Even the fish stopped drinking here after the pollution made the surf mucked and the air blocked his gills. He figures the Tree of Life isn't drinking either. Or, well, that's not true. He said it does drink, as it has no other choice. It's a tree, but it's forced to drink poison.
Mein Friende.
Figures you're right, but that doesn't mean he has to drink that. His friend Wiz needs guppos for one reason or another, and Gil is ready to point you in the right direction. But here, you're only going to find dead ones. He's pretty sure Wiz wants them alive. Well, at least the ones that aren't already rotting. If you head in the right direction, you'll find a clean enough bit of surf to snag yourself some guppos. Then you can get them to Wiz for whatever he has in mind. Helping both you and Wiz makes him double happy. A bric-a-brac that's still standing. Now, that's a find. That seems like the cranks need to be unturned in the right order if you want to crack the strong. Just a few moves left. Make them count. You've got everything you need to make something special. Should you stay, or should you go now? Who'd leave rubber scrap lying around like that? Just what you were looking for. Who could stand against that? Got that. Oh, e-waste. Hard to find. Let's hope the beast keeps listening to you. Don't see that in the shops. This is Guppy Grotto. Just a few moves left. Make them count. This story needs a hero. Definitely not open. That's more than stuck. Just a few moves left. Make them count. You hardly ever see those. Just a few moves left. Make them count. This area is known to keep loads of secrets. That seems to be enough guppos to provide the octopod with infinite ammunition. He's surprised the Merc Puff's been able to hold its breath all this time. It's just another proof of the evolutionary change caused by Toxanol's contamination. Being undersurf has meant the Merc Puff has been left alone to munch on the root down there undisturbed. This means the northwest route has suffered more damage than the others. He's realized there's a chance all of you who were gifted with traits beyond the ordinary mammal wouldn't have been so lucky if it wasn't for the contamination's effect on evolution. This might be the end of everything as we know it. That was the last of them. You've sealed the fate of the tribe and the tree. It's time for the end game. You have your destiny. Follow it all the way back to Out of Date. He never told anyone about what's next, but he's sure it involves you. Just continue to stay true to yourself and respect others whatever happens. You've become their pride, the guiding light of the tribe. It's time to return to the tree one last time. He's learned you discovered and activated the last of the arcs. How exciting. Old doesn't always mean bad, especially when talking about tech from the before times. We've lost far more than we've relearned. Just imagine how much more of the world you can see in the Ark, now that the world's still going to be around. You fought well for the world. You can be proud of that, no matter what. Questions if you could possibly have any open spaces left for fellow travelers on that Ark.
What we have here is an opportunity to help your next. There's a seat.
A conscious choice to be alone means you won't miss anyone.
The thing we're really missing here is someone with compassion. You just seem to have passion. For yourself.
The world will be a...
Well, and...
He didn't really want to go with you. Claims he was just asking out of politeness. Wiz knows it's the same old, but he likes talking to you. Understands completely.